Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, and welcome back. Always lovely to connect with you. Today, I want to talk about the dangers in terms of legal implications and psychological implications of staying in a mismatched career. If you've read any of my books, heard any of my talks or lectures, you'll frequently hear me say, nothing good together ever breaks apart. Nothing good together ever breaks apart. And the reality is, sometimes things do need to break apart because there's no goodness of fit. And this can happen on a career track as well. So I want to spend some time taking a bit of a deeper dive into this topic. For many years, I spent my time consulting on what is called last chance agreements. Companies would bring me in if an employee had done something behavioral wise or legal wise, which led to a last chance, meaning you got one more chance to get it together, or we're going to have to let you go. And I literally completed just numerous psychological assessments and last chance evaluations and plans over the years. And I can tell you a fascinating bit of data that I discovered. Almost 90+% of the time, when someone had reached the stages of a last chance agreement phase, they would either share, I don't like this work I'm doing. In some cases, the word hate was used. So there was a correlation between ending up in these legal issues or behavioral issues, strong match with folks who just didn't have that regard for what they were doing. And the problem there is very apparent. Where there is no care, where that bar is not set high internally, it can lead to carelessness. Again, where there is no care, it opens the pathway for carelessness. I was sitting with a woman who had reached the last chance agreement stage. She was abusing flex time, was not coming in as flexible as the company was if she was supposed to. And when she was coming in, the work wasn't getting done. Ended up missing a bulk mailing that cost the company thousands of dollars. And I'm sitting down with her and having a very candid conversation and explaining, what you're doing and how you feel about this work. And the company is really putting you at risk and the company at risk. And her eyes get very big. She said, well, I made a few mistakes, but I haven't done anything illegal. Made a few mistakes, but I haven't done anything illegal. Now, what I'm saying is things fall on a continuum. Go back to what I said, where there is no care, there's carelessness. It's bad enough that the company has been cost money and thousands of dollars. On the flip side of that, where you're concerned, the issue is you feel this way here. Perhaps it's a mismatch, and you wouldn't feel that same way if you were paired to work that was more gratifying, satisfying, a better fit for you. And that's really the bottom line. Bottom line here. I certainly was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth. And I remember getting through undergrad and graduate school, had to work 3 jobs for all those years just to make that tuition bill. And one particular job, I was exterminating, bed bug exterminator, very young. That was difficult work, difficult time. And I had a boss who just knew I was eager. I would take all the hours. He kind of took advantage of it. And I can remember many days on my way to work when things just get tough. And the advice of my grandfather, God rest his soul, would ring in my ear. And he would say, baby, if you can't get excited about what you're doing and you have to do it, just be grateful. If the excitement doesn't come, just be grateful. And so I would really stress, you may be in a situation where it's a mismatch, but it's so important to at least elevate your internal feeling into one of gratitude, because that will raise the bar naturally. And I'd also say, if you're listening to this as an entrepreneur, as an employer, it's important to remember on that side too, that how your group, how your team, how those you employ feel about that work, that can truly be a liability. If it's all thumbs up, that's great. But if that core feeling of responsibility and care is not there, you open yourself up to a can of worms that I don't wish on any company. So I hope that this information has been valuable. And by all means, if you feel and know in your heart and intellectually it's a mismatch, let's start taking steps to transition and do something different. Thanks so much. See you soon.